Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a little summer 1-hour glam transformation. I just wanted to get ready with you guys and just chit chat, hang out, play with some makeup. I have a new eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be testing out today. So I was looking through all of my makeup, just trying to figure out what products to use, and I came across this palette right here, and this is from a smaller Latina-owned beauty brand. This is the Love Christina Volume 2 palette, and this is what it looks like. Absolutely stunning. Look at these huge pan sizes in here. So I am dying to play with these colors, and I'm going to create a really fun little summer look today. So this is pretty much the only new thing. Everything else that I'm going to be using in today's video are some newer products that I've been testing out, or just like favorites, you know, good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. Grab a snack, grab your makeup brushes, and let's get glam together and hang out and play with some makeup. So if you guys watch my videos, you know that I always start with my brows first, and I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Black. And I'm going to use this just to outline my brows. I like to pretty much follow along with my natural shape. And the reason I do this before filling them in with a pomade is just so that I can get my shape and so I can get my brows to look as even as possible. I feel like I could do that with a pomade, but it never looks as even as it does whenever I use a pencil, and I feel like I can be a lot more precise doing it this way. So that's why I take the extra step to outline. I think it makes a huge difference, and for me it makes the process of doing my brows a little bit easier and faster. Then I'm going to use my NYX Attainment Frame Tinted Brow Pomade, and this one is also in the shade Black, and I love it just to fill in the rest of the brows. Since I have the outline, then I pretty much just fill in the rest of the brows with the pomade, and I'm just using this angled brow and lash brush that I got from Walmart. It's from the brand Equate. And of course, I'm going to clean up the brows with my NYX Full Coverage Concealer. I am almost out of it. I'm like literally scraping the edges, trying to get product out of here. I have another one though that I actually found at TJ Maxx. So random. This concealer can be a little hard to find. You can get it sometimes online. It's so like hit or miss, but any concealer really works. By the way, Bernard is sleeping. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right over here. He's like laying on our ottoman. So if you guys hear any snoring, it is him in the background, but I can't wake him up and tell him to move. Like, I love having him here. He usually always like is somewhere around the area whenever I'm filming. He's so close to me. Do you see the difference? Cleaned up versus not cleaned up. I just feel like it looks so much more kind of like lifted and precise and clean. I can never skip this step. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm going to move into eye primer. I'm going to use this one from Rare Beauty. I actually really like this one. I just tested this out, and it's a really nice formula. Now for the eyes, today I kind of have a little bit of a vision of what I want to do. I'm going to start off with this color right here called Eva. And I'm going to apply that in my crease as my transition color. I love these big pan sizes, and there's a mirror in this palette too, which I really like. So far so good. This is a really pretty transition color. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Lily, and I'm gonna apply that right in this area right here. Then I have to dive into this lavender color, you guys. This looks so pretty. Look at this swatch. Like, stunning. So I'm gonna take that with my favorite flat shader brush. This one's from the Crayon Case. And I'm gonna dip my brush in, and I'm gonna spray it a little bit. Oh, that is so pretty. It's the prettiest, like, light lavender. So this is what it looks like right here on this side. I used the other side of the brush without spray, like with it dry. You can see you get pigment, but it definitely is more enhanced with spray. So I always like to spray all of my eyeshadows, drugstore, high-end, whatever the brand. And it just really makes the shadows pop, and it takes it to the next level. So I'm just building that up and just added a little bit of spray to the brush. Then I'm going to go into the darker purple right at the bottom. This one is called Tesoro. And I'm going to apply that just on the outer portion. Just dipping my brush in lightly. This color is very pigmented. It's a gorgeous purple. And I'm just gonna use a clean brush just to blend that out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back into the color Lily. And just blend out the edges. All right, I'm just gonna add more of the lavender I just wiped away at the fallout, and I'm gonna add more of that color because I don't wanna lose that shade. It's so pretty. It's really like sparkly and shimmery, especially once you build it up and spray your brush. I'm gonna go in with some mascara, and I'm gonna use the ColourPop Act Natural. This one is in black. I've been so obsessed with this mascara. I love the brown version too, especially for everyday, but this black is also really intense and super voluminous and lengthening. I love it. For false lashes today, I'm going to use the Salon Perfect 662s. These have been my favorite go-to lashes. I pretty much wear them like for every day as well, but I think they're also very pretty with smoky eyes or even winged liner. They're kind of tapered on the ends, so I feel like they really like elongate your eyes. So I'm going to pop these on. You can get these at Walmart, super affordable, and you can reuse them. So they're not on right, obviously, because I didn't put any glue on, but that's kind of like what they look like, and I love them. So I'm going to use my favorite Kiss Lash Glue. You guys know this is my go-to. I've been using this for like 5-6 years, and it's literally the best lash glue at the drugstore, and it's like $3. And now we're gonna jump into the skin, which is my favorite part. I mean, I do love this eye look, and I love the eyeshadow palette, by the way. It is stunning, super easy to work with, very creamy, blendable, pigmented. This is stunning. So I'm gonna start with a primer water. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. This is one of my favorites. It is super refreshing, and it's just a nice addition before primer and foundation. Smells really good too. It's like a light kind of coconut scent. Smells amazing. And for primer, I'm gonna go in with the Milani SPF 30 primer. This has been my go-to. This is very hydrating, has SPF in it, and it makes your makeup last. So I really like this too, because even though it has SPF in it, you don't smell it, and you don't like feel like that SPF kind of feeling on your face. But this is nice because it honestly just feels like a moisturizer. And I like to use a lot because who doesn't want some extra SPF and hydration? Next up, I'm going to use a CC cream today. This one is from Dermablend. It is the Continuous Correction Full Coverage CC cream. This also has SPF 50 in it, and this one is in medium 1, 37N if you're wondering. So I tested this out in my recent testing new makeup video, and I actually really enjoyed the CC cream. It was very long wearing, it lasted all day, it feels really lightweight on the skin, and it has great coverage. And it kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, like with the coverage and the way that it feels, but it is definitely less thick and much more lightweight on the skin. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. This one is in 275. Figured I would switch it up from my usual drugstore concealers that I use. This concealer is actually really nice. It's so much better, like 20 times better than the original. It's much creamier, less drying, and it has great coverage. For blush, I'm going to go in with this one from Rare Beauty. This is the liquid blush in the shade Bliss. I love these. They're super pigmented though, so like a little bit goes a long way. But they blend so easily. And they come in beautiful colors. I love this one. This is like a great everyday shade. Let's do a little bit more because I'm like living for this shade. I'm going to kind of blend it upwards. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with my Haley's Beauty Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. You guys know this is my jam. And especially for summer, this is a must. Your makeup is gonna be so smooth and last all day. So I'm just gonna apply this with my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Sponge because it fits perfectly right on the under eye area. You can just see like how smooth this powder is. I cannot get enough. I love applying my powder with a sponge. I feel like it really presses the product into your skin so seamlessly, and then it doesn't look as powdery. I like to especially do that on my T-zone area, and then for the rest of my face, I don't mind using a brush. It's just what I'm gonna do right now. I just use whatever is left over on the lid, and then I just set my makeup. You already know if you watch my videos, I love my Bare Minerals Well Rested Concealer. It's a powdered concealer that's just gonna give you the prettiest bright under eye look. And I am so happy to announce that I am officially all done with this powder. I went through an entire powder. The commitment is real. This is how much I have left. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my other one. All right, we have a brand new one right here. I bought backups of this because, like I said, I use it all the time, but that lasted me quite some time, like months. I started using that product back in like January, and I'm just now running out, so I just like to put some right under my eyes. You can just see instantly how it brightens. And this with the Haley's Beauty powder is my favorite combo. I mean, this concealer from Bare Minerals works really well with different powders, but my favorite way is definitely with the Haley's. And the more that you use, the brighter look you're gonna get. So I normally just do a light dusting of it, and you can see it is pretty intense. I wanna say like a little bit goes a long way, and it gives you like, I think, the like perfect bright look. And sometimes I will also drag this down my nose, around my mouth. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Pacifica Sun Dreams Bronzer Duo. This is one of my favorite little duos because it comes with a highlighter and a bronzer, and it's super pigmented. This is like the prettiest like golden glow. And then this is a really nice, rich, warm bronzer. It is very pigmented though, so I usually just do a little bit. I just switched brushes actually, so I can diffuse the product a little bit better. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a powdered blush, which is totally unnecessary because I did already apply a liquid blush. As you can see, the color is still there. Even though I set my makeup, the Haley's Beauty powder doesn't really have much color to it. So it doesn't alter the color of any like cream bronzer or blush that you do underneath. It'll still peek through even after you set it. But I still like to go in personally with a powder blush over top. I just feel like it makes the product last that much longer, but totally optional. You don't have to do it. It's an extra step. But I'm gonna use the e.l.f. powdered blush palette. This one is just the light one. It's just like really pretty pinky warm tones. And I'm just gonna mix in here all 4 colors. And then I just apply that right to the cheeks where I had that liquid blush. I'm also gonna do some on my nose. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the same Pacifica palette. I'm gonna use the bronzy gold shade. And I'm gonna use my AOA Studio highlighter brush. This is the F19. I got this in a set with about like 10 or 12 other brushes. It was like super affordable. I've actually had this brush for a few years. I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my brows really quick because if not, I feel like I'm gonna forget, and that is always a must, especially in the summertime. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. I love the fact that this is like dual-ended. I personally don't use this on my lashes, I just use it for my brows. So for me, it's like I get double the product for the brows, and this is like $2, $3. So I love it. I normally prefer tinted brow mascaras, and I love e.l.f.'s Brow Wow, the little mini brow mascara, the one that's tinted, but this one's actually really nice because it doesn't give you hairspray brows, and it doesn't like take away or like remove any of your current brow products that you have on. It just like sets them really, really nicely. Okay, now for the lips. I actually have a new lip liner here to try out. This is from LA Girl. It's their nude lip liner. It's from their Shockwave line that they have. They have like eyeliners from this line that I really like, but these are their lip liners, which I've never tried. So I'm gonna try the color Maple Glaze. Okay, obsessed. I love this color already. It is so creamy too. It just glides on the lips. And then I'm gonna top that off with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I'm just gonna feather in more of the lip liner just to like make everything look super seamless. And then I'm gonna top that off with the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. This could not be any more perfect with this look, and this one is in Lilac Splash. So I really love these because they just give you like the lightest kind of tint. So even though the color might look a little bit intimidating in the actual like packaging, it's so wearable and they're so creamy. Okay, now we do the lower lashes and then we'll be on our way to nowhere, like I say. I'm probably just gonna film another video after this, so I'm literally going nowhere today. But I'm gonna take the dark purple again, Tesoro. And I'm actually gonna take that purple color that I used on my lid, and on a smaller brush, I'm gonna spray it, of course. And I'm just gonna put that right in the inner corners. And then for the waterline, I'm gonna use the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in Amethyst Hour. It's just a really pretty kind of pastel lilac. Then mascara and setting spray, and then that officially is gonna complete this look. I am loving this, you guys. I love when like my vision comes to life, because I had this look in mind this morning and I love the way it turned out. The eyeshadow palette definitely exceeded my expectations. It's so good. And to finish off this look, you guys already know, I'm gonna set my makeup and I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Weightless Setting Spray. This is my favorite high-end setting spray. This is amazing for the summertime, or just in general, if you really wanna lock your makeup into place and not worry about it all day, this is amazing. This is such a good product. But it's expensive, I know, I get it. So if you don't wanna spend a lot of money on that one, Milani Make It Last, you can get the jumbo at Walmart. It's like $13, and this is my favorite drugstore setting spray. But I wanted to switch it up and use the Smashbox one, because I feel like I use this in like every single video I made. It's really good. But today I'm gonna use the Smashbox one. And we're done. So that is officially it for this 1 hour glam transformation. I love this look, like this purple moment. I'm here for it. This eyeshadow palette, like I mentioned, is incredible. Definitely check out their website. They have a ton of other products as well. This is just one of many, but I love this color story in here. The formula is amazing. It's really good. So yeah, everything else that I used, obviously I loved. A lot of these are Holy Grail products. The only other newer product that I used was the LA Girl lip liner, which is so incredibly good. It glides on the lips. It's super creamy, and I love this shade as well. They also have a couple other darker colors, which is nice too. So definitely check these out. They're very affordable as well. You can get LA Girl at CVS, Ulta, and of course online. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely check out the description box below. I will leave all the details if you guys are interested. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.